Welcome to Akron Buzz, everyone. I'm your host, Sarah White, and I am hanging out today with Tony Mazur. Hi, Tony. How are you?
Hello there. Good to be here.
Yeah.
I was stuck in a lot of traffic getting here, I'll tell you that much.
I know. You had to walk all the way from the next building over, which is pretty cool. So we actually are talking to Tony, who is the Assistant Program Director at the 93.5, 1590 WAKR Ray Horner Morning Show. So That's a pretty cool job.
Producer of the morning show as well. I co-host it. I kind of try to be the jack of all trades, the Swiss Army knife in the mornings. So whatever they need me to do, I'll do it.
Right, I love that.
Kind of how I prided myself in my career.
Cool. So tell us a little bit more about what you do. You told us all the job titles. What do you do over there at the morning show?
Well, what I do is all this stuff you hear when you're listening on the radio, it's put in the computer that you're listening to, kind of comes from what we do behind the scenes. I do a lot of behind the scenes work as well as on the air. So when I'm on the air, I crack a couple of jokes. I tell a lot of bad puns. A lot of people saying, well, that joke wasn't very, it was real groaner.
Not a good one.
Well, like the one I said today, I said, where did the king put his armies? In his sleeveys. That's bad, isn't it? That's kind of what I do.
Okay, but you do comedy too.
Yes. Yeah, so it ranges from bad jokes to dad jokes, and not much in between.
All right, well, and not on the morning show. You do some stand-up comedy, right?
Yeah, I go to the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. You'll see me there every now and then. I do some stuff up in the Cleveland area, so I've kind of been around. I don't do it as much now that I am kind of a boss. It's weird being a boss right now.
Right.
It's weird having people say.
So you have to kind of watch where you go, what you do, what you say.
I get calls from people, like if there's some kind of technical issue, I get calls from my employees, and they say, hey, we had something, like, you're coming to me? I'm not used to this. What's going on here?
Well, that's a good step, though, a new step up in your career, right? So if someone has never listened to the morning show, what are they going to get if they tune in to 1590 or 93.5? What are they going to get?
Basically, what you're going to get is Akron Buzz, the concept of it, because what we do is we try to keep everything Akron-centric. Obviously, we'll get into topics, topical things, sports, politics, pop culture. We'll do a lot of that, but we do feature people in the Akron community, whether, like for example, this morning when we're taping this, we featured a couple of students from Firestone.
Oh, cool.
And and then this weekend there's the DuBois Halloween Festival that's going on in Stowe. So we try to feature people from the Akron area, not just Akron proper, but the Akron area as well, and put a feature on them for people who otherwise wouldn't get airtime. And we try to do that. It really is community radio.
Cool. I like that. So can you think of like a crazy story from working at the morning show, something that maybe went wrong, or even just something really interesting that happened during the morning show?
Well, I would say when I got started, because I've been there about 4.5 years, and I had worked up in the Cleveland area for a number of years. And the thing is, whatever happens here at WAKR, it doesn't even compare to the other stations I worked at, because it's so much more relaxed. We get down here, we get an opportunity, and what's great about working with a local company, because it's Rubber City Radio, it's an Akron company, it's not an iHeart, it's not Entercom, the big broadcasting giants, is that we have an opportunity to be creative and hire in-house and feature people who are in our community who really care. And so we haven't really had too many crazy stories, just because we all get along, we all work together, and we're all doing this because we're doing this for the community as well. We love doing it. We have the opportunity. We've been doing it for a number of years. But why do we do it? And we try to help everybody out that gets an opportunity, like I said, that wouldn't normally get airtime. Like I've known people who've gone up and worked in other markets, and they say, I can barely get a word in on the air. But where we are, we give an opportunity to almost everybody. I mean, we're not going to put everybody on the air, but it's an opportunity for people to kind of showcase their personalities a bit.
Right, and like you said, that's what we get to do here, and that's why we love what we do as well.
Absolutely.
So I thought it would be really fun to just talk to you about some Akron stuff and your favorite things about Akron. So what is your favorite restaurant? I know that's really broad. So this could be a brewery, this could be just your favorite Akron restaurant if you're like, I need to go here.
Well, my new favorite one is over in my neck of the woods in Copley.
Okay.
It's the Antonio's Pizza / Brew Wall that just opened a couple of months ago.
Okay.
And what it is it's Antonio's Pizza. There's a bunch of them in the Northeast Ohio area, but they also have an area over on the wall where they have different taps. You get yourself a wristband, you go up there, and you pay per ounce as opposed to glass. So you can drink a lot of beers, but not get a little intoxicated, if you know what I mean. So you get to try different things. So that's one of my new favorite restaurants in the area. I do like Mench's Brothers for a good burger every now and then, and I try not to go there too often because I'm trying to lose weight.
Very nice, very nice. I like that. I like that idea of like if you want to try out a bunch of different kinds of beer, but you just want to try maybe a little bit of each kind about.
And they have wine
so
too.
That's really cool.
So for people to not just wine, for wine drinkers, you can go up there as well. And it's not an endorsement, I'll tell you that much right now.
And so I heard actually on your show this morning it's National Pizza Month, right? So I was just going to share my favorite pizza place, which is Pierre's in Kenmore.
Pierre's, you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
What makes Pierre's so good?
You know what? It's a New York style pizza. The guy actually came from New York City after 9/11, and he settled here in Kenmore. So it's just like a fun. It feels like you're getting New York City pizza. So you have to go check it out.
The two places I really like going to, one is in Stowe. It's called Luca's, and it's also that New York style pizza where you basically you get this massive box, and then you'll eat a few pizzas, and you're like, wow, how did I eat all this? The one in Akron that I like is Regina's over on East Avenue, and there's a couple of reasons. The pizza's great. They sent it to us one time because we were talking about how I do like pineapple on pizza.
I do too.
I know,
I love
and it's like
pineapple on
I'm
pizza.
blaspheming for a lot of people, but I do like pineapple on pizza. And one thing Regina's has that you can't get anywhere else is they have that Cherokee red soda, the pop, I should say, here in the Akron area.
Right.
And they have Lawson's chip dip there.
Oh, fun. So lots of local stuff there.
Very local, but yeah,
Very cool.
as soon as you have Lawson's chip dip, I'm like, all right, I'm sold. I need to get another pizza here.
All right. So if people want to hear you on the radio, they can check you out, obviously, at 1590 WAKR. But
and on
also
93.5 FM. We are on FM 93.5, 1590, as you see on my lapel here on my shirt. I got a new polo shirt because we got to get the FM. You can find us at WAKR.net as well. And we also have an app at WAKR, so check that out as well.
Very cool. All right. Thank you so much for being here
Thank
with
you,
us today,
Sarah.
Tony. This was a fun conversation.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Tony and I actually go way back about 10 years, which is really
Sure
cool.
do.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today here on Akron Buzz. We had a great time. Bye, everybody.